You're watching Adorama TV.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Adorama TV Product Reviews. I'm Mark Wallace. Well, we actually got a question about cases from a guy named Ryan Forster, and he's sort of this outdoor adventure kind of guy, and he said, I need a case that can protect my gear. It has to be waterproof, it has to be super rugged, and it basically has to endure anything I can throw at it. And so Ryan, we actually have some cases that fit the bill, and they're made by a company called Pelican. Pelican cases, a lot of you are familiar with them, and so we've got a few of these cases here. Now the thing is, Pelican cases come in all shapes and sizes and different configurations, and so if we did a review of all of their cases, we would just fill a warehouse of different cases. So I'm going to show you the different features of these cases and then tell you what to look for, and I'll show you three of my favorite Pelican cases and the stuff that we are using here all of the time. So let me start here. We have a Pelican 1510 case, a 1610 case, and a 1660 case, and all of these cases and all Pelican cases share some of the same features. Number one, they are watertight. In other words, you can put your gear inside these cases, you can throw them literally. You can throw these into a river or a lake, they'll float, they will not let any water in, they'll endure. You can put these on top of your Nissan Xterra or whatever you've got, you can strap them down, you can go through rain and fog and wind, and your gear is going to be just fine. Nothing is going to get inside there, no dust will get inside there, no rain, nothing is going to get into these cases, which is really nice. The other thing is these cases are guaranteed by Pelican not to break. And so if you break a case, which I've never seen a Pelican case break, but if you do it, they will replace that case for free for as long, it's a lifetime guarantee. So as long as you own the case, if it breaks for any reason, if a handle or a wheel or anything breaks, well, they'll replace it for free. And so you get that really nice guarantee. Well, let me show you some of the features of these cases. One of them is this really quick release latch. And it seems sort of simple, but if you've had some heavy-duty cases in the past, one of the things that can be sort of frustrating is sometimes the latches are hard to get open and you can bust your fingernails and it's sort of a pain. But these guys have sort of a two-stage latch right here, and you can see this sort of wobbles up and down, and it's done like that so that when you latch that, you can just really easily unlatch it, so that makes it really easy. The other thing is these cases are made for putting on airplanes and flying around, and so this metal grommet right here allows you to put a padlock on there so you can actually lock these cases down to make sure that nobody's getting in there, maybe put some cables through there, which is really nice. Now I'm going to open up this case and show you there's some different configurations inside here. So there's a foam insert in the top here, and this actually can pull right out, and you can see that nice plastic there, how that works. And on the inside, you can get all kinds of different inserts, and I've put in one of my inserts that we use here, and this is called Pluck and Peel foam, I believe. And so what it does is it comes in one big solid chunk, and then what you can do is, I'll show you this one, it's a little bit smaller. It comes in these little pieces that you can actually pull apart and then just make different shapes. And so this is one I've made, and so this actually allows for a video camera to sit right in there. And so when this comes, it's just one big solid mass of foam, and then you can pull out the parts that you need to actually fit your lenses or cameras or whatever you want to put in there. And the nice thing is you can order multiple of these, and so if you want to configure your case in different ways, well, you can get like your video rig that you've made, you can take that out and put in maybe one for your still camera or your camping gear or whatever you want, and you can throw that in there. Now you can also get these cases with nothing inside, so it's just a case, or you can get one that has more of a traditional camera kind of case insert, and I'll show you that in this case here in a second. Well, the other thing that's really important to know is this sort of ring right here. Now this ring is what makes this waterproof. It is actually this rubber gasket that goes around here, and it seats with this other side, and so when those close, well, your case is airtight, waterproof, and it's going to make sure nothing gets in there, which is really nice. Now, one of the things that is interesting about these cases is when you close that lid and it's airtight, if you're flying or changing altitudes, you'd think you could have problems because the atmospheric pressure can cause issues. You know, this thing could blow up like a Coke can. Well, one of the things that Pelican has done is they've put this pressure release valve right here. And what that does is it equalizes the pressure between outside and inside, and so you don't have any of those issues. And I don't know how the engineers did it, but water does not go through that. And so if you throw this in a lake or a river, there's no water going through there, so you don't have to worry about that. The other thing that's really nice if you're traveling a lot and maybe you have cases that are for different things, so maybe audio guys have a bunch of cases and camera guys have a bunch of cases and whatever, what you can do is this actually allows you to put either a custom name tag or some other kind of plate on here to identify the bag. And so again, Pelican can do that for you, and all the cases allow you to do that. So you can have this custom tag that goes right in there. So on this one, we didn't do that, but you can. All right, let me lock this one up and show you one more thing. So in addition to these handles, on the back here we have this handle that slides up and down, and so this is actually a rolling case, and then it's got wheels on the bottom. And this one here, this is the 1510, it will actually fit on the overhead bin of a normal flight, an airplane. I want to put this down. I'm going to show you this one. This here is the 1610. Again, it's got all the same kind of features, and this one looks like it's a little beat up, and the reason for that is this is a case that I own and I've used for years. In fact, I think this one is about 10 years old, something like that. It's been all over the world. And you can see that it's got some nicks on it, but it looks pretty good. So you can see it's got the easy release clasps, and so I've opened these sides right here. It's got the pressure relief valve. It has the O-ring. It's got the big foam. The difference is inside of this case, what I've done is this one has the normal, the soft insert, and so you can configure this just like a normal camera bag. Put in different cameras and lenses and all kinds of stuff. And again, you can get these, you can get multiple different sizes of these for different cases, and they'll fit right in there. You can get several, so you can have a custom configuration for maybe a still or a video or whatever you want. You can stick those in there just like that. And again, that just locks right up. You've got the padlock stuff. And on this guy right here, again, we do have the handle that slides out, and so it's on wheels. And so the Pelican cases are really phenomenal. And so Ryan, if you're looking for a case that's going to fit the bill, check out Pelican, because they're going to have all kinds of different configurations. Now let me tell you about the prices of these, because that's one of the most surprising things, is you're expecting a price that's pretty high for a case that does all of this. Well, it's not really that expensive. This 1510, it's about $150 depending on how you configure the case. So it can go up or down depending on what you put inside of that. And the 1610 is about $100 more, so it's about $250 again, depending on what kind of insert you get in there. And then this big guy down here, the 1660, it's about $400, but it is a massive case. In fact, we put an entire studio lighting kit inside that, and we can fly it around, and so it works really well. Now, one of the things that's really cool, just for extra credit if you want to have some fun, Pelican actually has a video out on YouTube. We're going to link to it if you're watching us on YouTube, and they take these cases. One of them, they put some glass, these like wine glasses or something inside the case, and they chuck it off a tower that's about 30 or 40 feet, and it crashes all over the place. They open it up, those glasses are just fine. Then they take it and they throw it into a river with, I think it's a cell phone and a computer, some stuff like that. They let it sit there for a few hours, bring it out, and sure enough, all the gear works. And then, just to show how industrial strength these cases are, they actually put a laptop inside one of these cases and get a guy with a shotgun to shoot it, and it survives. It's just this crazy video. So we'll link to it in the description of this video, and so you can see that for yourselves. So Ryan, these Pelican cases are absolutely what you're looking for, and so I hope that helps you out. Well, thanks so much for joining me this week. Remember, if you have a question about photography or photography gear, you can send it to me at askmark@adorama.com. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you again next week.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center, where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store, located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.